Today's vlog, we are actually doing something today. Woohoo! We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
I'm an LA girly now. We came here because my mom's in the back, or I would have let you sit in the front if I wasn't filming, but I'm using Avery's camera actually, and we're doing a little intro to the vlog. We flew here this morning. We actually went to market this week 2 days ago, so it's been a very busy week, but we're here today and tomorrow, and we're doing a little photo shoot for Luke and Grace. So we came in early. It's actually tomorrow, so we're going to lunch.
Yeah.
Vegan lunch. Just LA things. We don't have to do this in Utah.
Yeah, they have an app. They do if you actually live in the city.
Wait, there's
there's
not an app?
No, isn't that so
What?
weird? You would think here that there would be, but no.
Gotta move back. Can't put up with that. Yummy. Vegan burger, waffle burger, salad, and we're all gonna share.
All right, welcome to the Parker cam. I am running a couple errands. I'm gonna drop off a package for Aspyn, and then I am going to get a haircut. Here's a little before. And now I'm home and my hair is cut. Do you like it? You like my haircut? It is now dinner time. Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh, our favorite. Right here I have my pre-measured ingredients, which makes for less food prep and less food waste. Do you want to help me a little bit?
No, I just want to watch a show.
You just want to watch a show?
Yeah.
What? HelloFresh offers veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals to make it easy for you to stick to your goals if you're trying to eat healthy. I'm gonna be making some sun-dried tomato spaghetti. Something else that's nice with HelloFresh is you can update your address to wherever you are if you are on vacation. They're super flexible with their plans, and you can change your address with the click of a button. So I'm gonna get started making this. What'd you say? You say you want dinner right now? Okay, well, it's about done. Did you stir it? Good job. How is that? Is it good?
I want some. I want to try some.
You want to try some? There's some for you to try. There's some to go in here.
Dad.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
All right, so just like that, in right around 30 minutes, dinner is done. How is it, Cole? Good? How do you like it, Lola? We have a code for you guys. If you go to HelloFresh.com and use the code Aspyn and Parker 16, you can get 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 surprise gifts. We're gonna finish eating dinner, and then we're gonna hang out and get ready for bed. So we'll send it back to Aspyn.
Hey guys, welcome to my crib.
Look how little I look.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing a
Wait,
mom
I'll sit over
sister Q&A.
Question 1, who's
Okay,
the craziest?
Mom. I had you guys ask questions on Instagram, so first let's get a thumbnail so we don't forget. Cheese. First question, what has changed the most about me since becoming a mom? My level of stress. Just when you thought it was impossible.
I don't know about change. What I've noticed the most is how patient you are with your kids. Because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
very type A,
I'm
so
not
I expect
patient.
you to be a little bit more like D.
Yeah.
You get like a little more impatient with people, but with your kids you're like ultra
Yeah, but for some
ultra
reason it doesn't
patient.
apply to like your siblings. or anything
No.
like that. So, I don't know. Like I definitely think you just are nicer overall, but at the same time you still have issues.
You see parts of me in Cove and Lola. I feel like no.
Lola's, like,
because
just
Cove-
I
too
think
little
we're
to tell.
Yeah.
Lola, just the way she looks.
Yeah, but are we talking about looks or personality?
I mean, just like anything.
I feel like
She looks a
Cove
tiny
is
bit
definitely
like me.
more Parker, but
Like
even
her
personality
personality,
too.
She's
a
very
little more
wild
quiet.
child.
Cove? She
she's
is, but she
like-
like.
But
isn't.
she's very,
she's
yeah, but
very,
she's sweet
like,
and wholesome at the
sweet.
same
Like
time.
she's a
Yeah.
2-year-old, but
She's a
she
good
also
wild
is
child.
like very. I feel like she's still kind of chill, don't you?
Yeah.
But
I just
feel
think
like
you raised
Lola
her.
is gonna be.
You
Yeah.
have raised her well to be like nice and patient.
Yeah, she's
and
so
sweet.
polite.
But then she still just has a lot of. I
She's
mean,
just,
any
like, cute,
2-year-old
though.
does.
But I
yeah,
think
has a lot
Lola
of
is gonna
energy.
be like a little bit crazier.
You think?
I can't tell yet, and I don't want to put it out there. Knock on wood. But I feel like
She
a
could
little.
be.
She has a little bit more sass. To her.
Yeah, but she's sweet.
But yeah, I feel like
They're
it's kind of
both really
too early
easy.
to tell. Yeah, they're both like easy good.
But you were a pretty
kids.
easy baby. Well, until you got one. And then the sass came out.
Yeah, see, I feel like Cove hasn't really had that.
No,
Like, she'll
yeah.
have moments, but I wouldn't say she's
Yeah.
like sassy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you describe our childhoods? And
Dramatic.
Do we agree? I don't think it was though.
No, I mean you were pretty like till I got older, and then
I
we
feel
went
like
through some
yours
things,
more than mine. maybe. Just because you were younger when our parents got divorced.
I mean, I
but
think it was pretty normal. Don't you guys think? I mean, obviously we went through some stuff and there was some
I feel
hardships,
like it was still like happy and
yeah.
Yeah, I don't really
disagree?
remember. I don't know. Like, I feel like I literally don't remember being below the age of like
We
14.
had- really?
Yeah.
That's all I remember you as. You'll never be
Me
able
too.
to do
Like,
that to me.
I literally had a
I
dream last
cheered
night of
for,
like
like, 6
her in her
years.
little like too short like Hello Kitty
Yeah, Hello
PJs
Kitty
with the
pants,
long
the
stringy hair. Yeah, that was totally
That
just
was
me.
my
doing her like
star.
cheerleading moves.
See, like, I barely remember being a cheerleader at all.
Really?
Yeah.
You were
And
so
like when you were
into
like,
it.
I have a money situation.
Wait, what?
Oh,
was
with
that?
Trey? Yeah, I remember that.
was it?
I don't remember
It
the
was like
context.
her like.
It was like my first paycheck or
no,
something.
it was like
From
your
what?
thing, your AdSense or something wouldn't link on your YouTube channel.
Oh, because you were 7 years old.
And so she was like coming upstairs and Trey like wanted to do something. She's like, I can't talk to you right now. I have a money situation.
Well, I did. I was just trying to get my check. What's wrong?
Homegirl wanted her
Just getting
money.
that bag. What do we all have in common? And what is one thing that's different?
We all have blonde hair.
Yeah, we all have blonde hair. It says looks, favorite things, habit.
I think we all are pretty like organized, especially in our mornings. We like to get up, kind of
Yeah.
get going.
I think
get
we have a
things
lot of
done.
similarities, but I think we're all really different too.
I feel like I always think you guys are more similar and like you are.
I think we are
'cause
because
you're
we're
more calm.
Tauruses.
Yeah, but then I feel like you also are so different
I think that
than
too.
each other.
That's what I was gonna say. Avery and I would be more alike, but then sometimes I feel like you and I are just alike, but in different
I
ways.
feel like you are more like me in a sense you have to be because you're a mom.
Yeah, I'm
like,
more
you
like
have to be
scheduled
on
and
top
like
of
routine and like.
Yeah.
But then I'm not like you're like.
But I'm, like-
really, really, really organized and like
Yeah.
together. Where I'm like I am, but then I also I'm kind of half
Like
you
a
and
mix,
half
yeah.
Avery. Yeah, because then I fly
you're-
by the seat of my
You're
pants.
organized, but that's not your like
Her forte.
not like me, where I've always been
Where you're-
like
Yeah,
Crazy.
Aspen has like everything color coded in the calendar with the
Yeah.
time, with the thing, every like checklist that there ever
Yeah.
was, and I'm like, oh, I have my checklist most of
She's
the time.
checking it twice.
And then Avery's like, I thought about doing a checklist,
No,
but then she gets.
I'll do a
That's
checklist
true.
and then I like forget about
That's what
it.
I'm saying. But it's
I
like
would
you'll get
never
it done. You'll like fly by the seat of your pants and you get it done. But then sometimes I fly by. The
But
seat
yeah,
of
at the end of the day, I always get it done. No matter how I do it, I get it
yeah.
done.
yeah,
That's
see,
how
I get it done at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
See,
no,
no,
Aspen did it the
I
day
will-
before she was supposed to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are other names that you guys thought of for Cove and Lola? You thought of Cove.
I didn't
Can I
think of
say what
any.
I wanted you to
can
name
say-
Lola? Because
yeah.
you're for sure you're not going to use it.
No,
I
I
love
have
it
another
so
baby.
much.
I know what it is, but I forgot.
So I wanted Aspen to name Lola C, S-E-A, and call her Cece. So we had Coco and Cece, but she didn't.
Coco's cute.
She
I think
didn't
it's
want that.
cute. I just don't like that you say C and they think of the letter C, not S-E-A. Yeah, I
talked
think
about
my
it
top name when I had Cove, I think was Romy,
Oh yeah.
which I
That's
think is
cute.
cute
That's
now, but
very
it's
cute.
not my like. I feel like it's not quite my name
Not your
style.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
And my cousin just had a baby named Romy. Did you have names that you liked for them? I feel like you didn't. Really.
No, because any name I knew I would have said, I knew you wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I already
just-
had. My mom suggested Cove. I was what like. I don't even know if I knew it was
Like
a girl.
3 months or something.
No,
Oh yeah,
I
you didn't
was,
know it was a
8
girl.
or 9 weeks pregnant.
Yeah,
it was
you
like
didn't know it was a
super
girl. It was
early,
that
and then I was
early?
just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
her, because I really wanted the nickname Coco. What were our almost names? Mine was something so bad, but I can't remember what it
Mine
was.
was also Avery, just spelled really horridly.
A-Y-V-R-I.
Yeah. I remember in like 6th grade you told me like that you almost spelled my name that way and I was like, oh, like I wish you would have spelled it that way so bad. And you were like, yeah, me too.
I
and
think
now
it's not that bad though. It could have been worse.
It's
I
just-
wish
it
it
could
was
have been
A-V-R-I. But then you wouldn't have had the
A-V-R-I.
Y.
I think that's how
A-V-R-I
it's
is
spelled
cute.
now.
Avery.
but everyone spells it so
Because no matter
Yeah, 'cause
what,
it's
everybody
not.
spells it wrong anyways.
Yeah.
But
I
if
just
it was
think it's
that,
very
if it was that
Utah.
distinctly different, they would probably spell it right. Be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's spelled different. Whereas
Yeah.
hers isn't A-V-E-R-Y, like most people.
Yeah,
it's
listen up.
A-V-R-E-Y.
Because I literally get comments of people being like, I have literally like been following you for like 3 years and did never realize that you're.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's
Name
not
was spelled that way.
Avery.
It's Avery.
Unless
What
was
was
there
mine?
other ones?
Mine was like Jordy or something.
Oh, your dad wanted that. Yeah.
Really?
Which I used to think like, oh, that's
J-O-R-D-I.
cute, but now I'm like, that's not my vibe.
I think that's
have?
cute. I
It's
can
cute,
see you
but
as that.
Piece of paper.
Well, Aspen, they told us, so at
You
the
thought I was a
ultrasound,
boy.
well, we found out on
I
both
thought
of you,
you-
the boys, we didn't.
no, you didn't know what I was. I thought.
No, so I went in for my ultrasound and I said, I don't want to know what it is. So I said, don't look, I don't want to know. So they were like, okay. But then after the ultrasound, I got dressed and I went out, and then I'm like, well, this is killing me. I want to know. So I went back in, and she's like, well, I think it's a girl, but you didn't really have me look. So she's like, I'm not 100% sure because I didn't really like go in there and like look
Check
thoroughly.
the parts.
So she was like, yeah. So we were like, we think it's a girl, but we're not 100%. So then when I was in labor, and then your dad said, if it's a boy, can we name it after my dad? And I was like,
If your name was
but I
Sharon,
knew, but Aspyn was my main one that I really wanted. And then Avery, I think we had a couple other, we did know, you were the only one we knew. I didn't know what Trey was, and I didn't know what Tab was at all. But you, they said you were a girl, but I swear I still thought you were a boy.
Who was harder to raise, me or her?
Aspyn.
You think though?
I think just because as a
the
child
first time?
you were more headstrong.
Yeah.
Like Avery's always the peacemaker. She's always the one that
That's
like
true.
if I'm like in our old house we had an intercom through the whole house, and I'd get on the intercom and be like, I need all the kids at the kitchen to come help me, and then I'm like, the only one that's gonna show up will be Avery. And that was exactly how it was every time. And then Aspyn just has always, which is a good thing, like it
Yeah.
served you well, but you just were always very headstrong. So as a parent-child relationship, sometimes that's frustrating.
I agree.
Just in that way. Otherwise, you were both great.
Did you always want 4 kids?
Pretty
Why did you want
much.
4? Because you didn't have 4 in your family.
So I only had 2. I grew up with just me and my sister. Now I have a little brother that's Aspyn's age. We didn't grow up in the same time because I had already left, had a baby of my own. With just one sister, I was always like, well, I wish that me and my sister had more
Someone
similar
else.
interests because we're
Yeah.
different in so many ways. And then sometimes when it, like even now, if it's like, oh, we did family things or whatever, it would just be me. So sometimes it felt like an only child because my sister lives in a different state than I do. I thought I wanted 3, and then I'm like, well, 3 just seemed like an odd number to me. So then I'm like, well, if I have 3, I might as well have 4. So
That's how it happened.
that's the story.
So you did always want 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you consider moving to California if I also moved there?
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point maybe it could be. We have a lot of logistics with kids finishing school, and I don't want to
Yeah.
switch kids out of school and stuff. But never say never.
If we were boys, what would you have named us?
Well, you were gonna be
Oh yeah,
Sharon.
you just said.
Sharon Wayne. Avery, I don't know if they had a boy name. Your dad wanted Dallas because
Really?
that's his favorite
Oh,
team.
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. So, but I don't
That's
know.
cute.
Dallas Ovard. What do I wish everyone knew about my mom and my sister? And what do you wish everyone knew about me?
That wasn't part of the question.
Yeah, but it's boring if we don't do that
Okay,
part.
will you answer first?
Just how pure your little hearts are.
Mm,
You just like don't
That's
know
nice.
because you don't like really know someone from online.
yeah.
Especially you, because like people think they know you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like more than they think they know mom, because mom
Yeah.
doesn't post.
I wish people, I mean, I'm sure people do know, but how you would literally do anything for anyone. Like in your family that, or someone that you really love and care about.
Like if we have something, like for Avery's birthday, she was like struggling
Depressed.
a little bit because she just barely had moved to LA for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And she has some friends and acquaintances here, but not like close enough that we're like, hey, they're gonna like do a big thing for your birthday. And
Yeah.
so I called Aspyn bawling. We need to do something for Avery, and Aspyn like is always the one that like immediately flies into action. She'll have all of our planes booked,
Yeah.
pay for everything, have everything arranged in like 10 minutes and be like, okay, here's your flight, here's blah, 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 we're meeting here, she's flying, she's meeting, this is what we're doing, it's all planned, it's all paid for. So that's Aspyn anytime any of us need anything.
Yeah.
She's always the one that plans and gives. Her love language is giving gifts.
You think?
Yeah,
Like,
to other
100%.
people.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, I bought you a trip, or oh, I'm flying you out here, or oh, like we're all doing this, or like that's the way that I feel. I don't even
It's like
know
a
if
mix
you
of
recognize
quality time
that.
and
yeah,
giving gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
feel
quality
like that
time.
too.
So she's always the one that does that. And Avery is just like always, she's like the sweetest, but in a different way. Like she's the most like down to earth, caring, like
Wholesome vibes.
kindest.
Wholesome vibes.
She
Yeah.
really is like a. Yeah, that's very.
But I
true.
feel like people, like obviously, like they get that from following her, but you just like don't.
you don't
know,
really
you don't
understand
really
or know. Yeah,
Yeah.
like how she's just like I said, even when she was little, like she's the most thoughtful, but in different
Yeah.
ways of just like Aspyn will tell you like, oh, you're being dumb, but I'm gonna take you on vacation and do this. And Avery would be like, you're the best, like sweet, like she's
Not really. Like I'll still
No,
tell you
you
how
would.
it is.
Not
really,
really
though.
though.
Who do
Like
I
you
not?
might think that, but and like you might say after, like, yeah, I thought that was dumb, or but like you wouldn't really say say it to the person because you're
Yeah,
like too
I
nice.
would.
Where Aspyn will say it, but then she also like has the heart of gold. But Avery's like, you wear your heart on your sleeve, where
Yeah,
Aspyn
I
more
don't.
has like the harder exterior, but has the heart of gold. So it's like that. I think. Do you guys agree?
Wait, did we get one for you?
Oh, I don't
we
know.
didn't go
I mean,
into
people
depth
don't.
enough.
People don't really know
I
me
think
anyway.
you're,
so, like,
well, something I like is you're always so extra kind to like
Oh, that's
strangers.
nice.
Yeah.
Which like I feel like
Yeah.
I am too. Like I'm always like, oh, like please, thank you, whatever. But
Yeah.
you just always are like so extra nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Like the other day when we were in Target and a guy came up to us and was like, oh, do you have any extra money? I'm trying to get like I don't even know what he's
You
trying to
wanted
get,
a
a drink
drink.
or something. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I actually do. And
Yeah.
like gave him $5.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was nice. And you were like, yeah, I'm not gonna like miss that $5. Like if it helps him out.
Yeah, it's like not like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need $5. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Like I'm so grateful and appreciative,
Yeah.
but like to him, it changed his day. Kindness
love
goes
that
a long
about
way.
All
You
right.
never know what people are struggling with
Yeah.
in their personal lives.
Last question. What is one goal I have for raising girls and advice like from you for like raising girls? I don't want to be like too generic of like, oh, just like love everyone, 'cause that's boring. I hope they're not people pleasers. I really hope, because I feel like that's a trait that I don't have that is so
that
rare.
was me.
And I feel like it's really
feel
important.
like it has served me well sometimes, but I feel like it makes you put yourself below other people when you should most
feel
of
like
the
I
time
don't
think about
do that.
other people, but also be your own priority. Like I wish I would have done that more
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I feel like I've always been pretty good at that. Don't you think? Like I really never
Cared about
which I
other
still.
people.
Well, I'm still like considerate of things, but I hope that for
she
my
does care so
children-
much, but she's always like, nobody's gonna look out for me as much
Like,
as
I
I'm
know
gonna look
that-
out
yeah.
for me,
Yeah,
which
it
is a
took
good
me
quality to have
longer
in a
to
lot
learn
of ways.
that.
You know.
And I feel like
So.
you wouldn't really worry about like someone taking advantage of me for something.
No,
Whereas for
yeah.
Avery, you would like worry about
Yeah,
that more because you.
That's true.
Because it literally happened the other day when I got
are
scammed.
nicer. Wait, when?
That guy who brought my table in.
Even with friends, sometimes like
I
Avery's
feel
the
like
one
with
that'll
friends.
make like their birthday, like she'll drive them around for like 10 hours and plan a special thing and buy decorations and a cake and whatever, and then like she'll be like, oh, nobody, like they said, oh, they brought me a cupcake, which is fine. It's like not about that, but do you know what I mean? Like she'll
Yeah.
go like over the top, and then it's like she gives, and then it's like
People
do the
take
same
advantage.
Reciprocate.
They don't reciprocate.
Yeah,
because
see,
she's
I
like
don't
such a
put up
giver.
with
We're
that.
asking to be like, well, I'm not gonna do that. Like
No.
that doesn't make sense.
And I hope that I teach.
Unless it's
my
like that person,
kids
the
that.
relationship was equal. Then you'd be like,
Yeah.
of course, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, you're not just gonna give to somebody that like,
No, and I feel like so maybe
Is
that's
it-
not like maybe people pleaser is not like the right term, but that's like what I mean. Like
Just,
I
like,
hope that they
be strong women and put
Yeah.
themselves as a priority
and
in
don't
their own
feel
lives.
yes.
Yeah.
That's mine. What's something that you think like that?
For
to teach
when they
us,
get-
or like that you would hope that my girls would learn,
I don't know if it's like what they would learn.
or just
I
like
feel
anything
like
for life.
I don't want to get emotional because
We already made it through without crying. We're not crying.
I know, but like I just didn't know. Like Aspyn's so strong, and like she is very type A, and so I was just like, oh, it'll be interesting to see. Like obviously she's gonna be a great mom, but like you don't know
We
how
were
your
worried.
kids are
That's
gonna
what
be.
Lauren says
no, I
too.
wasn't
She's like, I'm
worried,
excited, but
yeah,
you
but I
just,
was like,
don't know how it's gonna
yeah,
go.
I don't
We
know.
really
Like
don't
she
know.
could be like, I mean, obviously, like you know, like I mean, I know and have friends and people or family that are like, oh, they're a yeller, or they're like this, and Aspyn's just very like she's very structured in her thing, and so I was like, ooh, that could go either way. You know, you don't know how people. And you've been such an incredible mom. Like I've been so like just amazed at what a beautiful
Yeah,
mom
me too.
you are. And,
Because
like,
you were just mean to me growing up. So then watching
No,
you
I
be
wasn't.
yes, you were. Watching you be so
you were the mean older
extra
sister, but most older
kind and
sisters
patient
are.
with your
Yeah.
kids, sometimes it like not shocks me because that's just like how you are. But even I would be like, oh, like she's being nicer than I would be to him.
Yeah, like I think that's one thing, just kind of going back to the question of like, oh, what are some things people are surprised about, like each of us or whatever, but like
Yeah.
something that, not that people would be surprised, but like to know about like Cove and Lola is they are like, and I mean, obviously I'm their grandma, but like I've been around a lot of kids, I've been around a lot of situations, and like they're such
Angel
lovely children. Like
Yeah.
they are so well mannered. They are so lovely. They are just
They're
so smart
polite
and
and
polite
kind.
and articulate and just amazing, and that's such a testament to how Aspyn and Parker raise them, and like
Yeah.
just how fantastic they are. Like they are just this sweet, and not just from me, but like people say that all the time that are around them of like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, they are like the most like adorable, absolutely lovely children. I don't really have advice because I think you're doing a phenomenal job, but just like keep doing what you're doing. I love you.
Your hug, my sweaty armpit on your shoulder.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm sweaty too.
That's the Q&A.
That's
I
all.
feel like we don't do these enough because we're not all together that much, but. Okay, so it's the next day. We just got to the studio and it's actually so cute in here. I saw the studio on Instagram and I was like, we should do a shoot here, but obviously it's in LA. So we've been trying to like plan this and get everything together, but it's super pretty. So we're shooting stuff for our fall collection. There's a really cute mirror over here, cute little chair. There's a lot of like different spots to shoot in, which I'm happy about because I mean, I could tell this place was good based on the Instagram pictures, but sometimes when you're shooting in just one spot, it's like you shoot there for a few outfits and then it's like, okay, like it's done. We've already seen it, especially if we're like posting the pictures on Instagram or something. You don't want to post the same place 400 times. So I'm excited there's like a bunch of different little areas to shoot in. So we have the clothes over here. Hi, mommy. So we're getting these ready and then Avery's modeling and then we have one other model named Bree who we've shot with before and she's super cute. So